Hello friends, welcome back to Kurt Berglund's Baseball World, where today we are continuing our APBA Hall of Fame set King of the Hill action, and things are hot. They're smoking. Here are your current standings. The 1981 to the present American League is in first place with 7 wins. Losses don't really matter because the first team to 10 wins makes the World Series and gets home field advantage. The Negro League team is in second with 6 wins, and they are tied with the 1981 to the present National League team that also has 6 wins and is the current King of the Hill. A streak is hard to put together in this tournament, but a streak is what you need. And any team that puts together a streak at this point is going to climb the 10-win threshold and become the first team to the World Series. The World Series will be a best of 3. And I'm changing the format slightly. When one team gets to 10 wins, they get home field advantage in the World Series. And the second and third place teams will play a 1-game playoff. And the reason for that is I couldn't figure out what to do with the World Series team. Pull them out of the competition altogether, which didn't seem right, or have them keep playing, and that didn't seem right either. So we're going to go with the first team to 10 wins getting home field advantage in a best of 3 World Series, and then before that happens, the second and third place teams get a 1-game playoff to see who goes up against them. So we're getting close. The game today will be the King of the Hill. King of the Hill always has home field advantage. It'll be the King of the Hill hosting the 1961 to the 1980 team. And you can see here that that team has 5 wins, and they really need a victory here today. If they do, they will move into a tie for second place. If they don't, they have to wait their turn until they get another chance. And it's getting late, so the pressure's on both teams. The pitching matchup is a very interesting one today, and that is Tom Seaver going for the 1961 to 1980 club. And he'll be going up against Dwight Gooden for the 1981 to the present National Leaguers. So it's a battle of Mets aces. And we'll see who comes out on top in this very important game in the King of the Hill tournament. I want to thank you for being with me. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to my channel. Let's get to today's starting lineup. In this book today, it's just so much easier for me to do a video with this one, and the results are pretty darn close to the big books, the big boards that are used, that are currently sold by the game company. So this is these are our boards. The 61 to the 80 lineup today goes like this: Rod Carew will lead off at second base. Roberto Clemente bats second in right field. Willie Mays bats third in center field. Hank Aaron bats fourth in left field. Carl Yastrzemski bats 5th at first base. Mike Schmidt bats 6th at third base. Johnny Bench bats 7th, and he'll be behind the plate. And Louis Aparicio will bat 8th. He'll play short. On the mound, it's Tom Terrific. He is an A pitcher with an XYZ modifier set. Alrighty. For the 81 to the present National Leaguers, it's Tim Raines leading off in left field. Tony Gwynn batting second in center field. Larry Walker batting third in right field. Mike Piazza batting fourth. He'll be behind the plate. Chipper Jones bats fifth. He'll play third. Keith Hernandez bats sixth. He'll play first. Ryan Sandberg bats seventh. He'll play second. And Ozzie Smith bats eighth. He'll play short. On the mound, it's Dwight Gooden. He is an A pitcher with an XY modifier set. And we are ready to go. These are our dice. We'll read the black die first, the white die second. And we're ready to roll. APBA Hall of Fame set King of the Hill tournament action. Very exciting. We're getting down. We're in the home stretch. Carew will lead off against Gooden. And let me get my boards ready. Here we go. All right, the first pitch to Rodney from Gooden is a base hit. Left field. Rodney takes him to the opposite field. Raines throws it back in. Carew's aboard with a single. Clemente comes to the plate. Gooden the stretch. Clemente takes the first pitch, and there goes Carew. The throwdown from Piazza to Sandberg is not in time. Carew steals second. The 6180s are being aggressive early. Clemente behind in the count 0-1. The pitch from Doc is to left and deep. Way back goes Raines, and this one is gone. A 2-run bomb by Clemente, setting the tone early for the 6180s. Gooden makes a mistake. He hangs a curve. The pitch to Mays now. Both of these teams are fielding one. Hit in the air to center. Tony Gwynn is there for out number 1. Here's Henry Aaron. Gooden winds and delivers. Ground ball hit to Sandberg. He's up with it and throws to Hernandez for out number 2. And Yaz with 2 outs and nobody on. Popped him up. This is Chipper Jones, and he'll put it away for out number 3. But the 6180s get a 2-run lead early in this one. And it'll be Raines, Gwynn, and Walker to start it off for the National Leaguers. The pitch from Seaver. Hey, strikes out Raines. 1 gone in the first. Gwynn is up. Seaver winds and deals. That's a foul ball. The next delivery from Seaver is ball 4. So Gwynn is on. And that brings up Walker. A lot of these players are in today's lineup for both teams because you can't play 4 straight games. So I try to force that to rotate the lineups a little bit. The pitch to Walker is grounded to Yastrzemski. He's going to feed Seaver covering as Gwynn gets to second base with 2 outs, and now it's Piazza. Seaver the stretch and the delivery to Mike. And it's a ground ball to Schmidt. He fires to Yastrzemski, and that will retire the National Leaguers in inning number 1. So after 1 complete, it's 2-0 6180s. Schmidt at the plate, then bench, then Aparicio. Gooden winds and deals. It's a hanger from Gooden. He may not have his stuff today, and there's a base hit up the middle for Schmidt. Bench coming on. Gooden the stretch. Check Schmidt. The delivery to JB is grounded to Ozzie. He fields it on the run and flips to Hernandez as Schmidt advances to second with 1 out. And now it's Louis Aparicio. Gooden the stretch one more time. And hey, strikes out little Louis for his first strikeout. We'll get Seaver to the plate now with 2 outs. They'll turn the lineup over, but actually Tom can hit a little bit. Gooden the stretch and the delivery to Seaver. Hey, struck him out, and that retires the side. So an opportunity for the 6180s to stretch their lead, but they do not capitalize. We go to the bottom of the second. Jones, Hernandez, and Sandberg coming up for the National Leaguers. Pitch to Chipper is a 20, and it's hit on the ground to Rod Carew. He throws it in the dirt. Yes, can't dig it out. It's an E4. Jones is on first. Here comes Hernandez. Seaver the stretch and the delivery. Ground ball hit to Yaz. Yaz will toss to Seaver covering first as Jones moves to second with one out. Now it's Sandberg. Seaver the stretch and the delivery to Rhino. And he bounces one past Bench. It's a wild pitch. Jones goes to third with one out. Seaver the stretch and the delivery to Sandberg. Base hit over the head of Rod Carew, and the National League is on the board. 2-1 ball game now, and Ozzie Smith comes to the plate. See if they're going to put on some hijinks. Seaver the stretch, the pitch to Ozzie. There goes Sandberg. And it's a pitch out to Bench. He fires down to second base. And Aparicio applies the tag. They get Sandberg stealing. They read the pitch out. And Sandberg is shot down. So 2 outs now and Ozzie at the plate. That's a big out. Gooden on deck. The pitch to Ozzie. Hit in the air to left. Charging in hard is Aaron, and it's off his webbing of his glove. To first is Ozzie, and now Gooden gets to the plate. 2 outs. Smith at first. Seaver the stretch. The delivery. Hit in the air to left. Oh, center fielder Willie Mays is calling and taking for out number 3. So a couple of errors lead to a run for the National League. And they trail 2-1 to the 61-80s after 2 innings. Carew up, top of the order against Gooden. Gooden winds and deals. Hey, struck him out. 3rd strikeout for Gooden. 3rd batter in a row to go down on strikes to the Mets right-hander. Gooden winds and deals to Clemente, who took him deep in the 1st inning. Hey, struck him out. Number 4 for Gooden. 4 consecutive strikeouts. Aparicio, Seaver, Carew, Clemente. And now it's Mays. Willie's 0 for 1. Popped him up. Wouldn't be a home run in a phone booth. Under it is Chipper Jones, and he puts it away for out number 3. So after 2.5, it's 2-1. We had a good one. It's 2-1, 61-80s. Rain's coming up, then Gwynn, then Walker. High but not deep to center. Under it is Willie Mays for out number 1. 2-1 game, bottom of the 3rd. Seaver's pitch to Gwynn is a hanger. You don't want to hang him to Tony Gwynn. There's a base hit, and that's going to be extra bases in right center field. Splitting Clemente and Mays, Gwynn gets a double, and now it'll be Walker with 1 out. Seaver the stretch and the pitch to Larry. Hit to left, curving toward the line. On the run is Aaron. He's going to get there. Gwynn has to hold, and now it's Piazza. Jones is on deck. Seaver the stretch, and the delivery to Mike is hit on the ground to Mike Schmidt. He gloves it and throws to Yastrzemski, and that retires the National Leaguers in the 3rd. So after 3 complete, 2-1, 61-80s. Aaron, Yaz, and Schmidt coming up in the 4th inning for the 61-80s. Gooden winds and deals. Ground ball, Ozzie gloves it. Flips to Hernandez for 1 out. Now it's Yastrzemski 0 for 1. Gooden winds and delivers. Hey, struck him out. Number 5. Look at the string Gooden has. 8 retired in a row for the Mets right-hander. Schmidt coming up. 1 for 1. Only 3 hits allowed by Gooden so far, but 2 of them scored on a home run by Clemente in the 1st. The pitch to Schmidt. Hey, struck him out. Number 6 and 9 in a row. Gooden's got it working. After 3.5. 2-1, 61-80s. Seaver faces Jones, Hernandez, and Sandberg now. Chipper scored a run in the second. The pitch popped him up. Calling is Schmidt on the infield dirt, and there's one down. Keith Hernandez is 0 for 1. Seaver winds and deals. Ball 4. Keith takes his base. He's the tying run, potentially. Sandberg, 1 for 1 with a ribby. Caught stealing on a pitch out. Seaver, the stretch and the delivery to Rhino, is hit on the ground to Aparicio. He's going to go to Carew for 1. The relay to Yaz is in time for a 6-4-3 rally-killing, soul-crushing double play. Turned by the 61-80s. We go to the 5th, and it's 2-1, 61-80s. Bench, Aparicio and Seaver coming up in the 5th. JB is 0 for 1. Gooden's delivery to center and deep. Johnny Bench just broke the string of 9. It's out of here. And a 3-1 lead for the 61-80s in a game they really, really, really need to have. They are now up 2 in the top of the 5th. Aparicio coming up. He's 0 for 1. Gooden winds and deals. Hey, struck him out. Number 7. Gooden's mad, you can tell. But he's also trailing 3-1. Gooden to Seaver. The pitch is a hanger. Look at Tom Terrific getting a rip. Base hit for Seaver to right. He's on with 1 out, and now it's Carew. Rodney's 1 for 2. Gooden the stretch and the delivery to Rod Carew is hit to center. Under this one is Gwynn, and there are 2 down. Now it's Clemente. 1 for 2 for Roberto. Gooden the stretch and the delivery to Roberto. Hey, struck him out. Number 8. But the 61-80s get an insurance run, or as they say in Central Illinois, insurance. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. We're halfway through with your score. 61-80s 3, 81 to the present National Leaguers 1. It's Ozzie, Gooden, and Raines coming up in the 5th. Are they going to pinch hit for Gooden? The pitch to Ozzie is a hanger from Seaver, and that's going to be down the line for extra bases. Look at the wizard run. Getting it back in is Aaron, and there's a man in scoring position for Gooden. They are not going to hit for him. They're going to let him bat. On deck is Raines. Seaver the stretch. The delivery to Gooden is grounded to Schmidt. He gloves it to his left. He fires to Yaz. Look at Ozzie coming over to third. The return throw by Yastrzemski is not in time. Schmidt's in. Smith is in with a headlong slide. And so now there's a run 90 feet away for Raines with 1 out. 61-80s infield is going to play back. They're up by 2. Seaver the stretch. The delivery to Raines is ball 4. Now it's Gwynn. Seaver in a jam here. Runners at the corners. 1 out. Infield at double play depth. Seaver the stretch. The delivery to Gwynn. Gwynn takes. There goes Raines. The throw from bench down to Aparicio is not in time. Raines steals the bag. There's runners at second and third now for Gwynn. The tying runs are in scoring position. Seaver the stretch. The pitch to Tony. Ground ball to Carew. Carew gloves it to his left. He plants and throws to Yastrzemski, and they get Gwynn at first. The runners move up. Ozzie scores from third. Raines goes to third. It's a 3-2 game now. 61-80 still on top. But the tying run is 90 feet away, and it's with 2 outs. It's Larry Walker. Seaver the stretch. The delivery to Walker. Hey, struck him out. He humped up on that fastball. And there's 2 strikeouts for Seaver, and more importantly, it gets him out of the 5th. We go to the 6th with the score, 61-80s 3, 81 to the present National League 2. It's Mays, Aaron, and Yastrzemski coming up in the 6th. Gooden winds and deals, and there's to center and deep. Is it another homer? Did he get it? Gwynn, warning track, wall, and it's gone. Mays with a home run. They get the run back immediately. It's 4-2. 61-80s look like they're meaning business in a game they gotta have. That's going to get action going in the bullpen for the National Leaguers. Franco and Smith, lefty-righty double-barreled action for Bobby Cox. Aaron at the plate, 0 for 2. The pitch from Gooden popped him up. Chipper Jones calling and taking for out number 1. Here's Yaz. 0 for 2 for Yastrzemski. Hit on there. He struck him out. Number 9. And the second time he's gotten Yaz. 2 gone in the 6th. But these long balls have been killing Gooden. Schmidt up now. 1 for 2. The pitch to him. Hey, struck him out. Number 10. But another run for the 61-80s. We go to the bottom of the 6th. And they lead 4-2. Piazza, Jones, and Hernandez coming up. Piazza's 0 for 2. Seaver winds and deals to the Mets catcher, Dodger catcher, Marlins catcher. Who else? Who am I forgetting? Hey, strikes out Piazza, number 3 for Seaver. And if he's going to get it going, going to be tough to catch up. Chipper's up 0 for 2. The pitch to him. Hey, struck him out. Seaver's got a run of 3 in a row. Walker, Piazza, and Jones all down swinging. Hernandez up 0 for 1. The pitch to Keith is a base hit as Keith takes him to left. 1 on, 2 outs. Seaver the stretch to Rhino. Hey, struck him out. He got the side on the broccoli cauliflower medley. Gas! We go to the 7th. With your score, 61-80s. 4. 81 to the present National Leaguers 2. Bottom third of the 61-80s order coming up. It's bench, Aparicio, and Seaver. The pitch to JB. Hit on the ground to Ozzie. The Wizard has it and throws to Hernandez for out number 1. Here's Louis Aparicio. Gooden winds and delivers. Slapped in the air to center. Tony Gwynn into left center a few steps. He's going to make the catch for out number 2. Now it'll be Seaver. 2 outs and nobody aboard. Gooden, maybe facing his last batter, winds and deals to Seaver. Hit on the ground to Chipper Jones to his left. He plants, he throws to Hernandez, and that'll retire the 61-80s. In the 7th, it's time to stretch them out. With your score, 61-80s 4. National Leaguers, 81 to the present National Leaguers 2. And we're going to the bottom of the 7th. Ozzie will lead off. No one in the on-deck circle yet for the 81 to the present National League. And it's going to be Biggio coming to the on-deck circle to bat for Gooden. Rains will follow. Ozzie's 1 for 2. Seaver winds and delivers to Ozzie Smith. He hits it to left. Is Aaron going to botch it one more time? He is. He's afraid of that ball. Clanks off his glove. Ozzie's on first, and here comes Biggio. Biggio up. 2 errors in the game by Henry Aaron. He's got his hands on his hips in the outfield, shaking his head. Biggio up. Seaver the stretch. The delivery to Craig is ball 2. The next delivery to Biggio is ball 4. There's 2 on now, and that's going to get the 6180s bullpen cranking. Let's see who they're moving around out there. Let's see who's getting up. It's Eckersley starting to throw. So Smith is at second, Biggio at first, nobody out, and Raines is up. Are they going to bunt? Seaver the stretch, the delivery. He's not bunting. This is hit in the air to right. Clemente in a few steps, and there's no way Ozzy's challenging that arm. There's 1 down. Now it's Gwynn. 1 for 2 for Tony. He drove in a run as well. The pitch from Seaver popped him up. Johnny Bench, foul territory, throws away the mask and makes the catch for out number 2. Here's Walker, 0 for 3. Seaver the stretch and the delivery to Larry Walker. Ground ball, Schmidt. He fires to Yastrzemski, and Seaver gets out of the jam. They had him. They had runners on first and second with nobody out, and failed to score. That's the kind of mistake that costs you the king of the hill. We go to the 8th. We have a new pitcher coming on for the 81 to the present National League, and it's going to be Lee Arthur Smith. He will face Carew, Clemente, and Mays as the 6180s desperately look for insurance. Top 3, top of the order for the 6180s. Smith winds and deals. He ball 4. He walked him, and that's going to get action going. Franco starts again in the bullpen for the National Leaguers, and he'll be joined by Smoltz. Clemente up, a hero of the day, got him the first lead, the lead that they have not yet, they've not yet really relinquished. Smith the stretch checks Carew. The delivery to Roberto is ball 4. There's 2 walks and now 2 on for Mays. Smith needs a double play grounder. Mays went deep back in the 6th. The pitch from Smith to Willie is a comebacker, knocked down by Smith, picks it up, fires to Hernandez, and they get Willie at first, but the runners move up to second and third. It's Carew at third, Clemente at second, and 1 out now for Aaron. Henry Aaron 0 for 3. Smith needs a strikeout here. The infield is in. The pitch to the hammer. And it's drilled into the gap, right field. Getting past Walker. Scoring is Carew. Scoring is Clemente. And it's 6-2 on a 2-run double by Aaron, atoning for his fielding miscues earlier in the game. That's going to be it. Bobby Cox wants Franco to deal with Carl Yastrzemski. And so on comes the left-hander after Smith fails to do his job. Smith goes a third of an inning, allows a hit and 2 walks, and so far 2 runs. Smoltz continues to work in the bullpen. He is being joined by Billy Wagner. Yastrzemski at the plate with Aaron at second, 1 out. We're in the top of the 8th. It's 6-2, 61-80s. The pitch from Franco to Yaz. He hits it high but not deep into right field. Larry Walker under it, and he makes the catch for out number 2. And here comes Bobby Cox one more time. He wants Smoltz to face Mike Schmidt. Schmidt 1 for 3. Smoltz, a B pitcher with an XZ modifier, but he gets a 1-letter bump against the right-handed batting Schmidt. 2 outs in the 8th. Schmidt is 1 for 3. Smoltz the stretch, and the delivery to Michael Jack Schmidt is hit on the ground to Hernandez. He feeds Smoltz covering, and that will retire the side, but Lee Smith turned into an arsonist from the bullpen and allowed 2 runs. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 6-2, 61-80s. Seaver now, home stretch for the 61-80s to become king of the hill. Eckersley casually throwing in the bullpen. Piazza, Jones, and Hernandez coming up for the National Leaguers. Piazza is 0 for 3. Seaver winds and deals. Ground ball, Mike Schmidt. He plants and throws to Yastrzemski for out number 1. Chipper Jones 0 for 3. The pitch from Seaver. Ground ball, Carew gloves it, throws to Yastrzemski for 2 outs. Their 61-80s are 4 outs away from being the king of the hill in a game they gotta have. Hernandez 1 for 2. Keith pops it up. Bench under it, throws away the mask, and makes the catch for out number 3. We're going to the 9th with your score, 61-86. 81 to the present National Leaguers and the current Kings of the Hill, 2. It's Bench, Aparicio, and Seaver, the bottom third of the order, coming in the 9th. Smoltz kicks and deals. And that is ball 4. Bench draws a walk. Aparicio comes up. All right, Smoltz the stretch. The pitch to Louie. He squares to bunt. 2 strikes. He misses 2 opportunities to bunt. So what are they going to do now? Sparky Anderson flashing signs. Aparicio, the pitch from Smoltz. He hits it in the air to center. Gwynn is there, and there's 1 down. Seaver up now. Smoltz the stretch, checks bench. The pitch home to Tom Terrific is ball 2. The next delivery, hey, struck him out. 2 gone. And now it's Carew. Out comes Bobby Cox, and he wants Wagner to face Carew. With 2 outs in the top of the 9th, they're trying to hold things where they are. Lefty-lefty matchup for Billy the Kid. The pitch to Carew. Ball 2. The next delivery from Wagner is a base hit. No, excuse me, he's an A pitcher. Ground ball. Chipper Jones cuts it off from going through the hole. He spins, he fires to Hernandez, and that'll retire the side in the 9th. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Seaver strolling back out to the mound, looking for the complete game. Eckersley is ready to help him, but it's Sandberg, Ozzie, and then a pinch hitter for Wagner coming up 7, 8, 9 in the last gasp for the National League. All right, so Sandberg will lead off. Seaver winds and delivers to the second baseman. Is hit in the air to center. Willie Mays into right center a few steps. He's going to take it for out number 1. Barry Bonds is going to bat for Ozzie Smith. Seaver winds and deals to Bonds. Hey, struck him out. That's number 6. 2 gone in the 9th, and last chance saloon. It's going to be Andre Dawson. Batting for Wagner. The Hawk. Seaver up 6-2. Dawson, last chance saloon, rains on deck. Seaver winds and delivers. Hit in the air to right field. Clemente toward the line will make the catch, and the 6180s become the new King of the Hill. Let's give you the totals. For the visiting, challenging, 61, and new King of the Hill, 6180s, 6 runs, 7 hits, and they committed 1, 2, 3 errors. The 81 to the present National Leaguers, 2 runs. Seaver only allowed 4 hits, and they committed no errors. Dwight Gooden struck out 10 but didn't get the job done. The winning pitcher is Seaver. He goes the distance. The loser is Gooden. Let's take a look at the standings before we depart. So we now have a 3-way tie for second place. The 81 to the present American Leaguers, of course, remain in first with 7 wins. The Negro League Hall of Famers, 6 wins. The 81 to the present National Leaguers, 6 wins, but they failed to capitalize on an opportunity to get in a tie for first place. The 6180s moved to 6-4. They, with 6 wins, are now in a 3-way tie for second place. More importantly, they are the new King of the Hill. They will host, in the sequence, the next team up is the 41 to the 60s. So let's talk about that matchup. That will be our next game. The 6180s will host the 4160s. The pitching matchup will be Tiger left-hander Hal Newhouser for the 4160s, and he will be opposed by Sandy Koufax for the 6180s. So we have a battle of left-handers. If the 4160s win that game, they become the new King of the Hill, and we have a 4-way tie for second place. So it's getting more and more congested at the top. On the other hand, if the 6180s win the next game, they get into a first-place tie with the 81 to the present American Leaguers and would remain, of course, the Kings of the Hill. Excellent tournament, very dramatic, a lot of fun. Hope you're enjoying it, and I hope you have a good day. Please click like and subscribe to my channel, my friends. Spread the word and share the video. Thank you for being with me. We'll see you soon for Kurt Berglund's Baseball World. So long, everybody.